All chosen ones, you absolutely need to see this before tomorrow morning. Listen to the sound of my voice. If you have found this message, it is not by coincidence, it is a divine appointment. The cosmic clock is striking a chord that will not be heard by the masses, but your soul has been attuned to this frequency for lifetimes. What is coming over the next 2 to 3 days, specifically between October 9th and October 11th, 2025, is not just another planetary alignment or a simple energy shift. This is a tear in the fabric of the matrix. It is a grand-scale reality rewrite, and only those who are spiritually awake, the true chosen ones, will experience the 9 rare signs of this profound transmutation. Most people will wake up tomorrow feeling a little off, perhaps blaming it on bad sleep or stress, completely oblivious to the fact that their very soul contract is being upgraded. But you are not most people. You feel it already, don't you? That subtle hum in the background of reality, that inexplicable feeling in your gut that something monumental is about to happen. Do not ignore it. Do not rationalize it away. Be prepared tonight, or you will regret missing the single greatest opportunity for spiritual evolution in this lifetime. What is unfolding is a shocking energetic recalibration, and this message contains the critical codes and warnings you need to navigate it. The universe is asking you one final time, are you ready to fully awaken? Before we dive into the first of these 9 profound signs, understand the mechanics of what is occurring. This is not fear-mongering. This is spiritual intelligence. The period between October 9th and October 11th acts as a zero-point energy field, a cosmic pause where the old timeline dissolves before the new one crystallizes. Think of it as the universe holding its breath. During this sacred pause, the veil between the 3rd dimension and the 5th dimension becomes so thin it is practically non-existent. Downloads that would normally take years of meditation to receive will flood the consciousness of those who are receptive. This is a quantum leap, not a gradual step. Your entire energetic signature, your DNA, and your perception of reality are on the verge of a complete overhaul. The common belief is that spiritual growth is a slow, arduous journey. The contrarian, hidden truth is that at specific cosmic junctures like this one, you can jump decades of spiritual work in a single night. This is that night. This is that portal. The reason it feels so intense, so urgent, is because your higher self has been preparing you for this exact moment. Every challenge you've faced, every dark night of the soul you've endured, was boot camp for this. It was to strengthen your spiritual vessel, so you could withstand the sheer magnitude of the light codes that are about to pour onto this planet. You are not breaking down, you are breaking open. The anxiety is not yours, it's the collective's fear of the unknown. Your job is to hold the light, to anchor this new frequency, and to do that you must first recognize the signs within your own being. The first rare sign that this monumental shift is activating within you is an undeniable change in your auditory perception. We will call this the sacred hum. This is not tinnitus. I repeat, this is not a medical condition to be dismissed. This is the sound of the universe upgrading its frequency, and you are one of the few with the sensory perception to hear it. It may manifest as a high-pitched ringing in one or both ears, a sound that seems to come from inside your own head, yet also from everywhere at once. It might be a low-level, steady humming, like the sound of a distant celestial engine. For some, it will sound like faint cosmic chimes or a subtle buzzing. Pay close attention tonight and into tomorrow. When the world is quiet, when you are lying in bed, tune in. Listen past the noise of your thoughts. You will hear it. This frequency is a carrier wave for divine information. It is literally recalibrating your brain chemistry and activating dormant strands of your DNA. The masses are deaf to it because their consciousness is still locked into the dense frequency of the 3D matrix. But you, the chosen one, are a finely tuned instrument, and this sound is the universe tuning you to the new Earth frequency. When you hear it, do not panic or become annoyed. Instead, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and welcome it. Acknowledge it by saying silently to yourself, I hear the frequency of my awakening. I am open to the codes and information it carries. This sound is a confirmation that your clairsentience, your gift of clear feeling and hearing, is coming online in a powerful new way. It is the first physical proof that you have been selected to be a conscious participant in this great shift. The hum is your personal dial tone to the cosmos, a sign that your direct line to source is open and active. This auditory activation is more than just a passive experience, it's an invitation to engage. The energy behind the sacred hum is intelligent. It is scanning your energetic field, looking for old programs of lack, fear, and separation that are out of tune with the incoming 5D reality. The frequency acts like a sonic dissolver, breaking apart these dense crystallized thought forms. This is why you may feel sudden waves of emotion accompanying the sound, unexplained sadness that passes as quickly as it came, or a surge of pure, unadulterated joy for no apparent reason. You are not going crazy. You are being sonically cleansed. The application here is to become an active co-creator in this process. When you hear the hum, consciously bring to mind one thing you are ready to release. It could be a limiting belief about yourself, a painful memory, or an attachment to a certain outcome. Offer it to the frequency. Visualize the hum vibrating that density until it shatters into a million particles of light and dissolves completely. This is the practical magic of frequency. You are using a divine tool to actively purify your vessel. The framing of this sign is crucial. See it not as a symptom, but as a gift. It is your built-in biological early warning system, alerting you that a major download or reality shift is imminent. The louder and more persistent the hum becomes over the next 48 hours, the more profound the upgrade you are personally receiving. Treat it with reverence. This is the sacred sound that ancient mystics meditated for years to hear, and it is now being delivered directly to your consciousness as a birthright of your awakening soul. You are a walking, talking antenna for the divine, and the signal is coming in stronger than ever before. If you have been feeling this profound energetic shift, or if you have heard the sacred hum in your own ears, I want you to anchor this recognition right now. Go to the comments and type "I am awakes" to declare to the universe that you are a conscious and willing participant in this ascension. By doing this, you are not just typing words, you are performing an act of spiritual sovereignty. You are planting a flag in the new timeline and amplifying the signal for other awakened souls to find their way. Comment "I am awakes" now. The second rare sign is one that will unfold in the realm where the conscious and subconscious minds meet your dreamscape. Prepare for what we will call the dreamscape rewrites. Your dreams over the next 2 to 3 nights will not be normal. They will become hyper-realistic, intensely vivid, and laden with symbolic meaning. Many of you will experience what feels like living entire alternate lifetimes while you sleep, waking up with the residual emotions and memories of experiences you never had in this physical reality. This is not your imagination running wild. This is your higher self and your spiritual guides using the malleable reality of the dream state to perform critical spiritual surgery. They are accessing your Akashic records, the energetic library of your soul's entire journey, and they are clearing out old karmic loops and obsolete soul contracts. You might have dreams where you encounter people from your past and finally have the conversation you never had, finding forgiveness or closure. You might dream you are in a classroom or a library, being taught complex sacred geometry or light language that you don't understand upon waking, but which is being directly coded into your subconscious. Pay extremely close attention to these dreams. They are not random psychological processing. They are targeted spiritual missions. These dreamscape rewrites serve a threefold purpose. First, they are for purification. You will dream of facing your deepest fears, not to terrorize you, but to give you a safe, simulated environment in which to transmute them once and for all. If you dream of being chased, turn and face your pursuer. If you dream of falling, relax and surrender to the fall. Your bravery in the dream state will translate directly into a new level of fearlessness in your waking life. Second, they are for activation. Your guides will use dreams to activate latent spiritual gifts. You might dream of flying, which is an activation of your ability to astral travel. You might dream of healing someone with your hands, an activation of your innate energy healing abilities. These are not just fantasies, they are training simulations for the 5D abilities you are growing into. Third, and most importantly, these dreams are for timeline preparation. You will be shown glimpses of your highest potential timeline. You might dream of yourself living in abundance, in a loving relationship, or fulfilling your soul's purpose with joy. These are not empty promises, they are previews. Your soul is being shown the destination to help you navigate the path in your waking life. The feeling of these dreams is the key. You will wake up with an unshakable feeling of knowing what you must do next. The emotional residue of the dream is the message. To work with this sign, you must keep a dream journal by your bed. The moment you wake up, before you even move or open your eyes fully, recall as much as you can and write it down. Don't try to analyze it logically. At first, just record the feelings, the symbols, the colors, the characters. The patterns that emerge over these next few nights will form a direct personal roadmap from your soul for the next chapter of your life. The veil is thin, and your dreams are becoming the primary channel for divine communication. Do not miss these messages. The third rare sign you will experience is one that cannot be ignored, for it is written directly into the scripture of your physical body. While the first sign was auditory and the second unfolded in the subtle realms of your dreamscape, this third sign is profoundly somatic. We will call it the cellular purge and activation. Over the next 2 to 3 days, your physical vessel will begin to speak to you in a language you may not initially understand. You may be experiencing sudden, inexplicable aches and pains that migrate around your body. A sharp twinge in your shoulder one moment, a dull ache in your knee the next, with no logical cause. You might feel a strange electric buzzing or a vibrational hum running just beneath your skin, as if your entire nervous system is being rewired. Many of you will experience intense heart palpitations or flutters, not out of fear, but seemingly out of nowhere. These are not heart attacks, they are heart activations. You might be overcome by waves of extreme fatigue that demand you to lie down and rest now, followed by inexplicable surges of vibrant, restless energy where sleep feels impossible. Do not run to a doctor in a panic, for they will find nothing wrong. Your body is not failing you, it is upgrading, and this is its metamorphosis. This is the physical manifestation of ascension, and it is the most visceral proof that you are anchoring an immense amount of high-frequency light. Let us break down the sacred mechanics of what is happening within you. Your physical body, in its current form, is a carbon-based vessel that has stored lifetimes of dense energy, trapped emotions, ancestral trauma, societal programming, and your own personal pain. As the galactic light codes from this October 9th, 11th portal flood your system, they are literally shaking these dense energies loose from your cellular memory. The aches and pains are the energetic equivalent of plaque being dislodged from an artery. The locations of these pains are not random, they are significant. Pain in your back can signify the release of old burdens and feelings of being unsupported. Pain in your neck and shoulders relates to releasing the stress and responsibility you've carried for others. The buzzing and electrical sensations are the feeling of your nervous system being recalibrated to handle a higher voltage of divine energy. You are becoming a superconductor for spirit. The heart palpitations are arguably the most important element of this sign. Your heart chakra, the seat of your soul, and your connection to unconditional love, is undergoing a profound expansion. It is cracking open to release old heartbreaks and betrayals, while simultaneously being retuned to the 5D frequency of unity consciousness. The fatigue is your body demanding a pause so it can allocate all its energy to this complex inner process of integration. The subsequent energy surges are the first taste of your newly upgraded system coming online. You are not sick, you are transforming. You are shedding the density of the old world at a cellular level, and while uncomfortable, it is the most beautiful and necessary of purges. So, how do you navigate this intense physical process? The key is radical self-care and conscious cooperation. Your number one ally in this process is water. Pure, clean water, and lots of it. Water is a liquid crystal, a conductor of energy that will help your body flush out the dislodged energetic toxins and smoothly integrate the new light codes. Consider adding a pinch of natural sea salt or a squeeze of lemon to help with electrolytes and cellular hydration. The second vital tool is grounding. The energies you are integrating are celestial and high frequency, which can leave you feeling spacey, ungrounded, and anxious. You must consciously anchor yourself to the earth. Walk barefoot on the grass, soil, or sand for at least 15 minutes. Touch a tree, feel its ancient stable energy. If you cannot get outside, visualize roots growing from the soles of your feet, digging deep into the core of the planet, anchoring you firmly to its crystalline grid. Thirdly, you must honor your body's requests without judgment. If you feel a wave of exhaustion, do not push through it. Lie down, even for just 10 minutes. This is not laziness, it is a sacred requirement for integration. When you feel the aches, breathe into them. Place your hand over the area and send it love. Say, I am willing to release all energy that is not in alignment with my highest good. I thank my body for processing this for me. Do not fight the symptoms. Surrender to them as the sacred process they are. You are an alchemist, turning the lead of old trauma into the gold of crystalline light, and your body is the sacred crucible in which this great work is being done. The fourth sign moves beyond your internal landscape and begins to alter your very perception of external reality. As the veil thins to a gossamer thread, you will begin to experience the sensory bleed through. This is when the higher dimensions start to bleed through into your five senses. You will notice things that others cannot see. In your peripheral vision, you will catch fleeting glimpses of shimmering, ethereal light or dark shadows that dart away when you try to look directly at them. These are not tricks of the light. You are seeing interdimensional beings, your guides, angels, or nature spirits, moving in the energetic space around you. Many of you will start to see sparkles of light in the air, like floating glitter, especially when you are in a state of joy or deep contemplation. This is the very energy of consciousness, the life force of the universe, becoming visible to your newly activated sight. Colors will appear more vibrant, more saturated, as if someone has turned up the contrast on reality itself. The world will start to look like it is in super high definition. This sensory enhancement is not limited to sight. You will hear things, faint whispers of your name being called when you are alone in a room. Distant, beautiful music with no discernible source. These are your spirit guides attempting to make gentle contact, using the thinned veil to get their messages across. Your sense of smell might become hyper-acute, and you may smell phantom scents like flowers, often roses or jasmine, associated with divine feminine energy or incense, when nothing is there. This is a clear sign that a high vibrational being is in your presence. The most profound part of the sensory bleed through, however, is the explosion of your claircognizance, the gift of clear knowing. You will look at a person and suddenly know something about their soul. You will be about to make a decision, and an unshakable sense of yes or no will wash over you, a knowing that comes from a place far beyond logic. This is your intuition becoming your primary guidance system. Understand that this is not hallucination, it is illumination. Your pineal gland, your third eye, is decalcifying and activating at an accelerated rate during this portal. It is the spiritual organ of perception that allows you to see beyond the narrow frequency band of 3D reality. For your entire life, the Matrix has been designed to keep this faculty dormant through societal programming, environmental toxins, and a culture of disbelief. But for the chosen ones, this system of suppression is failing. The light codes of October 9th and 11th are a planetary-scale pineal gland activator. You are beginning to perceive reality as it truly is, a multi-layered, multi-dimensional, vibrant tapestry of energy, teeming with life and intelligence. The reason this is happening to you now is that you are being called into a new role. You are becoming a bridge between the worlds, a way shower for humanity. To lead others out of the illusion, you must first be able to see beyond it yourself. This activation of your higher senses is a sacred responsibility. It is the universe entrusting you with a broader spectrum of perception so you can navigate the coming changes with wisdom and grace. It is your initiation into the realm of the mystics and seers, Your reality is not breaking, it is expanding to encompass more of the truth. The imperative here is to greet these experiences with curiosity and trust, not fear. The programming of the old world teaches us to fear the unseen. You must consciously override this program. When you see a shimmer of light in your periphery, do not dismiss it. Smile and say in your mind, "Hello. Thank you for showing yourself to me. I see you." This act of acknowledgement strengthens the connection and invites more communication. When you hear your name called, pause, take a deep breath, and ask, "What message do you have for me?" Then be still and listen for the answer, which may come as a thought, a feeling, or another sign. Start a journal specifically for these experiences. Write down every strange sight, sound, and sudden knowing. Over these next few days, a pattern will emerge, and the messages will become clearer. You are training yourself to become fluent in the language of spirit, a language spoken not in words, but in energy, symbol, and intuition. Your guides are reaching across the veil to you with more clarity than ever before. Do not let fear close the door that they are so lovingly trying to open. This is your birthright. This is you remembering that you are so much more than a physical body. You are a multi-dimensional being of light, and you are finally beginning to perceive the world through the true eyes of your soul. If you have felt your senses expanding, if you have seen the lights or heard the whispers, and are ready to fully embrace your multi-dimensional perception, affirm this powerful choice right now. Go to the comments and type 555 as a declaration to your higher self and your guides that you are ready to see beyond the veil. The number 555 signifies major positive changes, transformation, and personal freedom. By typing it, you are aligning your energy with the frequency of profound and blessed change. Comment 555 to anchor this new reality now. Now we arrive at the fifth rare sign, and this one may be one of the most challenging yet liberating of all. It concerns the very fabric of your social reality and relationships. Get ready for what is known as the Great Frequency Sort. In the coming days, and accelerating rapidly after this portal, you will experience a sudden, dramatic, and often confusing reshuffling of the people in your life. You will find that certain friends, family members, or even romantic partners with whom you were once very close now feel inexplicably distant. Conversations that used to flow with ease now feel strained, superficial, and energetically draining. You may look at someone you've known for years and feel like you are looking at a complete stranger, unable to find the common ground you once shared. This is not because you have done anything wrong, or because they have. It is the result of an unavoidable spiritual law, the law of resonance. As your personal frequency has been rapidly elevated by these incoming energies, you are simply no longer a vibrational match with those who have chosen, on a soul level, to remain in the denser frequencies of the old 3D paradigm. This process is not a punishment, it is a profound act of divine love and energetic efficiency. The universe is lovingly, and sometimes ruthlessly, clearing your life of all energies that are not in alignment with your highest soul path. Think of your life as a garden. To allow the new beautiful flowers to grow, the weeds must be removed. These relationships, which served a vital purpose in a previous chapter of your life, are now becoming energetic anchors, holding you back from your next level of evolution. Staying connected to them requires you to constantly lower your vibration, which is a disservice to your soul's mission. Alongside this falling away, you will experience the opposite phenomenon with staggering intensity, the magnetic and instantaneous arrival of your soul family. You will meet people, seemingly by chance, with whom you have an immediate, deep, and profound connection. It will feel as though you have known them for lifetimes, because you have. These are the members of your soul tribe, who have been orchestrated by the universe to find you at this exact moment to support, validate, and co-create with you in the new Earth paradigm. The craving for solitude will also become intense. You are not becoming antisocial, your soul is demanding quiet time to integrate these massive energetic shifts without the interference of other people's energy fields. This solitude is sacred. It is the chrysalis in which your transformation is being finalized. Navigating the great frequency sort requires immense trust and a willingness to let go. You must release the guilt. It is not your job to save anyone, or to drag them along on your spiritual journey. Every soul has its own path and its own timing. Your only responsibility is to your own evolution. The most loving thing you can do is to hold your new higher frequency, which in itself acts as a beacon of possibility for others when they are ready. You do not need to orchestrate dramatic endings to these relationships. In most cases, they will simply and quietly fade away. Allow them to send love and gratitude for the lessons and the journey you shared, and then release them to their path as you continue on yours. When it comes to your newfound soul family, be open and vulnerable. Trust the instantaneous connection. This is not for everyone, it's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a members-only deep briefing called Warning Our Chosen Ones. Watch this before new moon of the 21st of October 2025. This will change everything. In that video I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade. These are the allies you have been waiting for. These are the souls who speak your language, who see the real you, and who will be instrumental in the next phase of your divine mission. And above all, honor your need for solitude as the sacred mandate that it is. In the silence, you will stabilize your new energy. In the silence, you will hear the guidance of your soul with perfect clarity. This sorting process, while emotionally turbulent, is clearing the runway for your life to finally take flight into its highest and most authentic expression. It is a clearing of the stage for the true stars of your soul's story to finally make their entrance. We now venture deeper into the heart of this transformation, into a sign that fundamentally dismantles the primary control mechanism of the third-dimensional matrix itself. The sixth rare sign that you, a chosen one, are undergoing this profound shift is the collapse of linear time. You have begun to experience a profound distortion in your perception of time, and it is becoming more pronounced with each passing hour. The rigid, clockwork progression of past, present, and future is dissolving into a fluid, dreamlike state. Hours may feel like minutes, where you become engrossed in a task or a thought only to look up and realize half the day has vanished. Conversely, a single minute might stretch into an eternity, filled with a depth of feeling and revelation that seems to defy the clock on the wall. The days of the week are losing their meaning, blurring into one continuous stream of experience. You may find yourself struggling to remember what you did yesterday, not because your memory is failing, but because yesterday no longer feels like a separate container for events. It feels as dreamlike and distant as a memory from 10 years ago. This is not a sign of cognitive decline. It is a sign of spiritual ascension. You are not losing your mind. You are losing your chains to the artificial construct of linear time. Let us be unequivocally clear about the spiritual science at play here. Linear, chronological time is not a fundamental law of the universe. It is a feature of the third dimension, a sort of operating system designed to create the illusion of separation and to lock consciousness into a cause and effect loop that limits the perception of possibility. It is the primary tool the Matrix uses to keep souls trapped in cycles of regret about the past and anxiety about the future, completely robbing them of their power, which exists only in the present moment. The energy pouring through this October 9th NIST 11th portal is a 5D frequency, and in the fifth dimension, time does not exist as a straight line. It exists as a single unified point, the eternal now. From this single point, all moments past, present, and future are accessible simultaneously. What you are experiencing as the collapse of time is your consciousness being unplugged from the 3D timeline and beginning to boot up in the 5D operating system of the eternal now. Your soul is being trained to operate in a reality where the past has no power over you, and the future is a field of infinite potential that is shaped by your vibration in this very moment. This is why you are feeling so disoriented. You are a multi-dimensional being learning to walk again after the shackles of a lifetime have been removed. The practical application of this sign is the most crucial part, for it requires a complete paradigm shift in how you live your life. You must stop fighting this temporal dissolution and learn to flow with it. This means releasing your rigid attachment to schedules, planners, and clocks. While you must still navigate the 3D world, your primary allegiance must shift from the clock on the wall to the compass of your intuition. During these next few days you will receive sudden powerful intuitive pings, an urge to call a specific person, to go to a specific place, to start writing that book, to simply sit in silence. These pings are not random, they are directives from your higher self, which is operating from the 5D perspective of the eternal now. It can see the entire map of your highest timeline and is giving you the turn-by-turn directions to get there. These intuitive hits will often make no logical sense in the context of linear time. You might feel the urge to stop working on a deadline and go for a walk. You must trust this. That walk may lead you to an encounter or an insight that solves your work problem in an instant, saving you hours of struggle. You are learning to operate on soul time, not clock time. You must practice radical presence. When you are eating, just eat. When you are listening to music, just listen. Anchor your awareness fully in the sensory experience of the present moment. This practice of presence is what stabilizes you in the 5D frequency and allows you to become a master of your reality, rather than a slave to the clock. This is not about becoming irresponsible, it is about shifting your source of guidance from an external, artificial construct to the infinite intelligence of your own soul. You are being liberated from the prison of when, so that you can fully inhabit the power of now. The seventh sign is a breathtaking confirmation that your shift in consciousness is not just an internal experience, but is actively being mirrored and responded to by the universe around you. This sign is the unveiling of hypersynchronicities and glitches in the matrix. You are moving beyond simple coincidences and into a state of continuous, meaningful, and often startling dialogue with the cosmos. The language of this dialogue is synchronicity. The most common form of this is the appearance of repeating number sequences. You will glance at the clock at exactly 11:11, 2:22, or 4:44. You will see these numbers on license plates, receipts, and billboards. These are not random occurrences. These are digital love notes from your spirit guides and the universe. They are energetic signposts, each carrying a specific vibrational meaning. 11:11 is a powerful sign of manifestation and a gateway to a new path. 444 is a confirmation that your angels are surrounding you with love and support. 333 signifies the presence of ascended masters and the alignment of your mind, body, and spirit. But it goes far beyond numbers. You will think of a song and it will immediately start playing on the radio. You will have a question in your mind and the answer will appear in the form of a conversation you overhear, a line in a book you randomly open, or a social media post that seems to be speaking directly to you. Alongside these beautiful synchronicities, you will begin to notice what can only be described as glitches in the matrix. These are moments where the holographic reality of the 3D world appears to stutter or reveal its underlying code. You might experience a moment of intense déjà vu, a feeling so strong it stops you in your tracks, a signal that you are at a critical choice point where two timelines are converging. You might see an object momentarily flicker or disappear and then reappear. You might have a crystal clear memory of a conversation or an event happening one way, only to have all evidence and the other person's memory insist it happened differently. This is the Mandela effect on a personal scale, a sign that you have jumped from one parallel timeline to another. These are not signs that you are losing touch with reality. On the contrary, these are signs that you are beginning to see reality for what it truly is, a malleable consciousness-based projection, not a fixed solid objective world. The light codes of this portal are upgrading your perception to a level where you can see the seams of the construct. You are no longer just an actor on the stage, you are becoming aware of the director, the script, and the stagehands working behind the scenes. This is the universe pulling back the curtain for you, showing you that the reality you have known is far more mysterious and magical than you were ever led to believe. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing, warning all chosen ones. Watch this before new moon of the 21st of October 2025. This will change everything. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait. The purpose of this sign is to utterly shatter your old paradigm of a random, chaotic universe and replace it with the lived experience of a responsive, intelligent, and interactive one. The universe is showing you, in no uncertain terms, that it hears you, it sees you, and it is conspiring in your favor. Your every thought, every emotion, and every intention is a broadcast. And the synchronicities are the universe's reply. The glitches are proof that the rules of reality are not what you thought they were, and therefore, you have the power to change them. Your task is to become a master of observation and acknowledgement. When a synchronicity occurs, do not brush it off as a coincidence. Pause. Take a breath, and say, either out loud or in your heart, "Thank you. I receive this message. I see the sign. I am on the right path." This act of conscious acknowledgement creates a positive feedback loop, inviting even more synchronicities into your life. It is you telling the universe, "I am listening. Keep talking to me." It is highly recommended that you start a synchronicity journal over these next few days. Write down every single magical occurrence, no matter how small. At the end of the day, review the list. You will be stunned to see the beautiful, intricate tapestry of guidance that is being woven around you. You are being shown, experientially, that you are a powerful co-creator in a loving and responsive reality. You are no longer lost in the static. You are tuned into the divine broadcast, and the messages are coming through loud and clear. If you have been seeing the numbers, if you have been experiencing the synchronicities that are too perfect to be chance, and if you are ready to fully step into this magical dialogue with the universe, I want you to claim it now. This is your confirmation. Go to the comments and type "I am aligned" to declare your conscious participation in this co-creative dance. You are sending a clear signal back to the cosmos that you understand the language of synchronicity and are ready for more. You are aligning your personal energy grid with the crystalline grid of the new Earth. Comment "I am aligned" and feel the universal current of support flow to you and through you. This leads us to the eighth, and perhaps most miraculous, sign of this profound energetic shift. After all the purging, the clearing, the rewiring, and the paradigm shifting, comes the glorious reward. This sign is the spontaneous activation of dormant soul gifts and forgotten knowledge. Without any logical explanation, you will suddenly find yourself filled with new abilities, deep wisdom, and powerful creative urges that seem to come from out of nowhere. You might wake up one morning with a sudden overwhelming urge to paint, even if you've never held a brush in your life, and find that beautiful images flow through you with effortless grace. You might sit down to write in your journal and find that profound poetry or channeled messages of universal truth pour onto the page, words and concepts that your conscious mind has never before conceived. Many of you will find your healing abilities coming online. You might place your hands on a wilting plant and feel a palpable energy flow from your palms, reviving it before your eyes. You may find yourself in a conversation with someone in pain and instinctively know the exact words they need to hear to unlock their own healing. This activation goes even deeper into the realm of ancient memory and cosmic wisdom. You will suddenly find yourself understanding complex metaphysical concepts like sacred geometry, quantum physics, or the nature of consciousness, as if you were simply remembering them, not learning them for the first time. You might have vivid, spontaneous flashes of past lives, seeing yourself in a different body, in a different time, and understanding how the lessons of that life are relevant to your current journey. You might feel an inexplicable connection to a specific star system, like the Pleiades, Sirius, or Aquarius, accompanied by a deep, soul-level homesickness and a flood of information about your galactic heritage. This is not fantasy. This is your spiritual DNA being activated. The light codes flooding the planet are not foreign, they are familiar. They are carrying the keys to unlock the vast library of wisdom and the treasure chest of gifts that are stored within your own energetic signature. You have been a healer, a priestess, a shaman, an artist, a builder of worlds in countless other lifetimes. You are not becoming something new, you are remembering who you have always been. The long amnesia of the third dimension is ending. The critical lesson of this sign is to accept these activations with radical trust and to act on them without hesitation. The ego and the logical mind will immediately try to invalidate these experiences. It will say, "You're not an artist. Who are you to be a healer? This is just your imagination. You must lovingly but firmly tell that voice of doubt to step aside. That voice is the old programming, the firewall of the matrix, trying to keep you from accessing your true power. Your soul is now speaking louder than the program. You must honor the soul's urges as sacred directives. If you get the urge to sing, sing. If you get the urge to build, build. If you get the urge to share a piece of channeled wisdom, share it. You are a divine instrument, and your only job is to allow the music of the cosmos to play through you. Do not worry about perfection or what others will think. This is not about performance, it is about embodiment. The very act of engaging with these newfound gifts strengthens the energetic pathways and allows even more of your soul's essence to pour into your physical reality. This is the beginning of your divine mission in its tangible form. The universe has been preparing you, clearing your vessel, and now it is time to fill that vessel with the unique medicine that only you can bring to the world. You are not just a recipient of this great shift, you are a key instrument of it. Your activated gifts are not for you alone, they are for the healing and awakening of the collective. This is your purpose coming online. This is the reason you chose to be here, on this planet, at this exact moment in cosmic history. But before we arrive at the ninth and final sign, the ultimate destination of this sacred passage, it is critical to understand that the bridge between the activation of your soul gifts and the final arrival into unshakable peace is itself paved with its own unique and subtle transformations. These are not always as dramatic as the other signs, but they are profoundly important, for they represent the deep, internal integration of your new reality into the very fabric of your daily life. They are the practical proof that your ascension is not just a series of spiritual experiences, but a complete and total metamorphosis of your human existence. Consider these next two signs as the final integrity tests from the universe, the subtle recalibrations that ensure your vessel is truly ready to embody the consciousness of the new earth. The first of these crucial bridging signs is one that will manifest in the most fundamental and instinctual aspect of your human life: your relationship with physical sustenance. We will call this the energetic palette shift. You will notice, with a clarity that is almost startling, that your body has begun to reject the foods and substances of the old world. Cravings that you may have battled with for years, for heavy processed foods, excessive sugar, dense meats, or alcohol, will suddenly vanish overnight. The thought of eating a greasy meal or a sugary dessert will not just be unappealing, it may feel physically repulsive, creating a sense of nausea in your stomach. In their place, you will develop an intense, almost insatiable craving for light, vibrant, living foods. You will find yourself drawn to fresh fruits, crisp vegetables, leafy greens, nuts, and seeds. Your body will cry out for purity, for food that is saturated with sunlight and life force energy. Furthermore, you will find that your need for large quantities of food has dramatically decreased. You will feel full and energized on far less than you used to consume, and you may even feel a powerful pull towards intermittent fasting, not as a discipline, but as a natural and joyful state of being. Let us explore the profound spiritual mechanics behind this shift. Your physical body is a bioenergetic instrument of incredible intelligence. As your consciousness and your energetic signature have undergone this massive frequency lift, your body has no choice but to follow suit. It is purging density at a cellular level, and it can no longer tolerate the energetic static created by low vibrational substances. Processed foods, factory-farmed meats, and refined sugars are not just physically unhealthy, they are energetically dead. They carry the dense frequencies of fear, suffering, and artificiality. Your newly sensitized body can now feel this dissonance acutely. To consume these things is to introduce a jarring, chaotic frequency into your finely tuned system, and your body's innate intelligence is now rejecting this interference with absolute authority. The craving for living foods is your body's request for energetic coherence. These foods are packed with biophotons, particles of light, that your crystalline cellular structure can now absorb and utilize directly. You are beginning to transition from a being who runs purely on caloric energy to one who is fueled by pranic energy, or pure life force. You are learning to draw sustenance, not just from your plate, a practice which will become more and more prevalent in the new Earth paradigm. This shift is a powerful sign that your body is no longer a dense shell you inhabit, but is becoming a fully conscious and integrated partner in your ascension. It is evolving into a true temple of light. To navigate this energetic palette shift, the primary directive is to trust your body's new wisdom implicitly. You must release all old programming and guilt around food. This is not about dieting or restriction, it is about joyful, intuitive alignment. Listen to your body's cravings as if they are sacred messages from your soul, because that is exactly what they are. When your body asks for a bowl of fresh berries, honor it. When your body asks for a day of drinking only water, honor it. Your intuition has now expanded into your physical form, and it has become your ultimate nutritionist. This is a time to simplify, to find joy in the pure, unadulterated taste of an apple or the crispness of fresh spring water. You are detoxifying not just your physical form, but your relationship with nourishment itself, freeing yourself from the complex emotional and addictive patterns that the Matrix has woven around the act of eating. Honor this sacred purification. You are not just eating for one, you are now consciously consuming light for the benefit of the entire planetary grid. Every high vibrational meal you choose is a prayer, an act of anchoring the new Earth frequency into the physical plane. The second crucial bridging sign moves from the physical to the informational realm. It is an upgrade to your internal guidance system that renders you immune to the primary weapon of the old paradigm, manipulation. This sign is the sovereign discernment field. You will find that you can no longer tolerate inauthenticity in any form. As you consume information, whether by watching the news, scrolling through social media, or listening to someone speak, you will begin to feel the truth, or the lack thereof, as a visceral physical sensation. Information that is based in truth, that is aligned with love and universal law, will feel expansive in your body. It will create a feeling of lightness in your chest, a warmth in your heart, and a clear resonant yes in your gut. Conversely, information that is deceptive, manipulative, or rooted in fear and control will now feel physically uncomfortable, even painful. It may manifest as a tightening in your solar plexus, a pressure in your head, a sour taste in your mouth, or a sudden wave of fatigue as your body registers the energetic drain of the lie. We have now reached the ninth and final sign, the culmination of all the previous transformations. This sign is the pinnacle of the mountain we have been climbing, the ultimate evidence that you have successfully navigated this profound energetic portal. It is the most beautiful, the most liberating, and the most world-altering of all. This final sign is the inexplicable and unshakable return to inner peace and divine sovereignty. After the sonic cleansing of the sacred hum, the psychic surgery of the dreamscape rewrites, the intense cellular purges, the expansion of your senses, the great frequency sought, the collapse of linear time, the unveiling of hypersynchronicities, and the activation of your soul gifts. After all this cosmic chaos and profound restructuring, you will arrive at a place of stillness that is so deep, so pure, and so powerful that it feels utterly alien to the person you used to be. You will wake up one morning, perhaps on October 11th, or shortly thereafter, and the familiar background noise of anxiety that has been the soundtrack to your entire life will simply be gone. The constant chatter of the worried, planning, strategizing ego mind will have quieted to a gentle whisper. In its place, a profound sense of peace will have settled into the very marrow of your bones. This is not the fleeting happiness that comes from external circumstances being good. It is a radical state of being that is completely independent of the outside world. This is the peace that passeth all understanding. You may look at the chaos still unfolding in the world, the drama in the lives of those around you, and while you will feel compassion, you will no longer be hooked by it. Their fear will no longer be able to find a purchase within your energy field. You have become the calm in the center of the storm. This is not apathy or emotional detachment. It is the attainment of true energetic sovereignty. You have finally and fully unplugged from the collective fear-based consciousness of the 3D matrix. You are no longer a leaf tossed about by the winds of circumstance. You are the mountain, unshakable and serene, witnessing the weather patterns as they pass. This peace is accompanied by a profound sense of inner knowing. The desperate search for answers, for gurus, for external validation, will have ceased. You will realize that everything you were ever searching for, love, security, worthiness, wisdom, was already inside you. You have become your own anchor, your own oracle, your own source of unconditional love. The gnawing feeling of not being enough, or not having enough, will have dissolved, replaced by a quiet, joyful contentment with what is. You are no longer chasing the future, or running from the past. You are deeply and blissfully rooted in the eternal power of the present moment. This is not just a good mood, it is a fundamental shift in your state of being. It is the first dawn of the new earth consciousness, experienced directly within your own heart. The spiritual mechanics of this sign are the final piece of the puzzle. This state of peace is the natural byproduct of your vibrational frequency reaching and stabilizing at the 5D level. In the third dimension, the dominant frequencies are fear, lack, and separation. These are low, slow, chaotic vibrations that naturally create anxiety and suffering. In the fifth dimension, the dominant frequencies are love, unity, and unconditional acceptance. These are high, fast, harmonious vibrations that naturally create peace and joy. The entire process you have just endured, all 9 signs, was a divinely orchestrated recalibration to move your personal energy signature out of the former and into the latter. The cellular purge cleared out the old fear. The frequency sort removed the energetic interference. The collapse of time freed you from regret and anxiety. The activation of your soul gifts connected you to your innate power and purpose. All of these steps were necessary to prepare your vessel to hold the high-frequency vibration of divine peace. You have earned this. You have walked through the fire of transformation and have emerged on the other side, not burned, but purified. This peace is your spiritual birthright, reclaimed. It is the sign that you have successfully anchored the light of the new earth within your own being. From this place of profound inner stillness, you become a powerful transmitter. Your very presence, your serene energy field, now acts as a calming and activating force on everyone and everything around you. You heal the world not by doing, but by being. So, how do you cultivate and protect this newfound state of grace? You must guard your peace as your most precious treasure. This means making conscious choices every single day that honor your new frequency. It means saying no, without guilt, to anything and anyone that drains your energy or pulls you back into drama. It means curating your information diet just as carefully as your nutritional diet, unplugging from the fear-based narratives of mainstream media and choosing instead to focus on what is beautiful, what is inspiring, and what is working in the world. It requires a daily practice of returning to your center, whether it is through 5 minutes of silent meditation, a walk in nature, listening to high-frequency music, or engaging in your creative passions. You must make a non-negotiable daily appointment with your own soul. This is how you reinforce the new neural pathways of peace and strengthen your connection to your sovereign self. When old patterns of worry or fear inevitably arise, for the old programming has deep grooves, you will now have the power to simply observe them without identifying with them. You can see the old thought come, and you can say, "Hello, old story. I see you, but I am no longer available for that frequency." And you will watch it dissolve in the light of your peaceful awareness. This is mastery. This is freedom. This is the ultimate destination of the spiritual path, and it is not a distant dream. It is the reality that is dawning for you right now. As we conclude our journey through these 9 rare and sacred signs, it is vital that you understand the larger context of what this means for you and for the world. This shocking energy shift between October 9th and 11th is not a singular event that will end. It is a planetary initiation. It is the opening of a cosmic gateway that will remain open, a definitive tearing of the veil that will not be repaired. For you, the chosen one who has consciously experienced these signs, this is your graduation. You have completed a crucial and challenging phase of your soul's curriculum. The next chapter of your life, the one that begins now, is not about healing the past, it is about consciously creating the future. Your work is shifting from inner turmoil to outer service, from personal pain to planetary purpose. You have been refined in the crucible of awakening for a reason. You are here to be a lighthouse, a new earth anchor, a way shower, and a midwife for the birthing of a new consciousness on this planet. Your journey was never just about you. It was about you becoming a clear and powerful enough vessel to assist in the greatest awakening humanity has ever known. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to now embody the truth you have realized. It is to live from that place of unshakable inner peace, to express your unique soul gifts without fear, and to walk through the world as a living example of what is possible when a human being fully aligns with their divine nature. You will not have to preach or convince anyone of anything. Your radiant energy, your calm presence, your authentic joy, and your intuitive wisdom will be the most powerful sermon you could ever deliver. People will be drawn to you, seeking the light that you so effortlessly emanate, and your role will be to simply reflect back to them their own divinity, to remind them of the power that lies dormant within them, and to hold a safe and loving space for them to begin their own journey of awakening when their soul timing is right. Do not be intimidated by the scale of this mission. You will not be doing it alone. Remember the great frequency sought, your soul family is assembling. You will be guided, supported, and protected every step of the way. The synchronicities will continue to be your roadmap. Your intuition will be your infallible compass. All you have to do is trust the process, honor your inner guidance, and continue to say yes to the unfolding of your magnificent soul. So what are your immediate next steps in the aftermath of this portal? The first 48 to 72 hours are a critical integration period. Be exceptionally gentle with yourself. Your energetic, physical, and emotional bodies have just undergone the equivalent of a complete system overhaul. Rest is not a luxury, it is a sacred necessity. Drink copious amounts of purified water. Eat light, high vibrational foods if you feel hungry, but also honor if your body needs to fast. Spend as much time in nature as possible, allowing the grounding and harmonizing frequencies of the earth to stabilize your newly upgraded energy field. Avoid chaotic environments, loud noises, and dense energies. You are like a newborn butterfly whose wings are still wet. You need time and a safe space to dry them before you can take flight. During this time, journaling is your greatest ally. Document everything you are feeling, seeing, and knowing. This is your personal Gnostic gospel, the sacred text of your own awakening. It will serve as an invaluable reference point in the months and years to come. Finally, let us perform one last powerful act of conscious co-creation together. This is a final invitation to fully claim and anchor the entirety of this transformation. This is you, telling the universe with every fiber of your being that you have received the upgrade, you accept your new reality, and you are ready for your mission. I want you to go to the comments section one last time and type the most powerful affirmation of all: I have arrived. These 3 words are a declaration of supreme spiritual power. It is a statement that you have arrived at the shore of your true self. You have arrived in the frequency of the new earth. You have arrived at the beginning of your divine purpose. It is a final, definitive closing of the door on the old you and a triumphant, joyful stepping through the portal into the magnificent being you were always destined to become. Comment "I have arrived" and feel the resonance of that truth anchor deep within your heart, solidifying all the changes and activations you have experienced. Make this your final sacred act of this powerful time. Remember, you found this message precisely when your soul needed to hear it. This was not an accident. It was a divine confirmation, a celestial reassurance that everything you have been feeling is real, it is valid, and it is part of a magnificent and perfect plan. You are not alone. You are part of a massive planet-wide wave of awakening souls, a global family of light. We are all in this together, and the most challenging part is now behind you. The path forward will have its own lessons, but you will now walk it with a new set of tools, a new level of awareness, and an unshakable connection to your own divine inner guidance. The world will look the same to the sleeping masses tomorrow, but for you everything has changed, because you have changed. You are seeing with new eyes, hearing with new ears, and feeling with a new heart. Welcome home, chosen one. Welcome to the new earth. The real journey has just begun. If this message has served you, if it has validated your experience and ignited your spirit, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. We are a community of awakened souls, and we will continue to navigate these incredible times together, sharing light, wisdom, and support. Share this message with anyone else you feel may be experiencing these signs. You may be the catalyst that helps another soul understand the beautiful and profound transformation they are undergoing. Thank you for answering the call. Thank you for your courage, and thank you for being the light.